What up, nation? Welcome to another edition of the Wise Take NFL Monday Night Showdown Slate Breakdown. CK013 here. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013. Give me a follow. Give me a shout out. What's up? Hit me up. Let's talk. And of course, I represent the Wise Take Nation, which you can find at wisetake.com or you can find on Twitter at wise_take. You can follow that for any latest promotions that we run. And pretty much all of our content runs through there. Whether it be from the website, YouTube, whatever, you can usually find everything there. So I do recommend that you go over there and give us a follow on Twitter. And most importantly, if you're watching this video, make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel and hit that notifications bell so that you are notified whenever we put content out. NBA regular season is approaching. We will be doing videos like this for NBA during the week. So you don't want to miss out on those. You want to make sure you catch them, whether you catch them live or you catch them archived. Make sure you catch them and make sure you are hitting that notifications bell. On the YouTube channel, we are growing. We do giveaways, all kinds of cool stuff. We're going to do another giveaway today at the end of the show. Just caught the mic mute, so you guys didn't have to hear that sneeze. Anyway, it's that time of year with the allergies and shit, I guess. Anyway, we have a Monday Night Football game. We've got the Lions and Packers. Big rivalry, big division rivalry. The Lions coming off of a bye. The Packers coming off of whooping the Cowboys' ass. The Jets did pull off the win. Not exactly an ass whooping, but the Packers whooped that ass. The Packers were pretty aggressive, led the game from start to finish, ran all over them with Aaron Jones. Pretty interesting. As far as the line is concerned for Vegas, the Packers opened up -6 in this game. They're down to -3.5, despite 66% of the bets coming in on them. The total opened up at 47. It's down to 45.5, despite 68% of the bets on the over. So it does look like some of the smarter money is going against the public today. Maybe some of the smarter money coming in on the Lions, as well as the under in this game, which typically underdogs and unders correlate better. Like favorites and overs correlate better. So just something to consider, a little food for thought. I would imagine the public is going to look for this game to kind of shoot out, and that is certainly a possibility. But it's interesting because both of these defenses have actually played fairly well. The Lions kind of more middle of the pack. The Lions are 12th overall in DVOA defense, 14th against the run, 12th against the pass, which I think is pretty good. They have given up the 10th most fantasy points to quarterbacks this year and the 4th most fantasy points to running backs. However, only the 16th and 20th to wide receivers and tight ends. As far as the Packers, their defense has definitely been improved. 9th overall in DVOA defense. 5th against the pass, however, 28th against the run. Clearly, they've been a very strong run funnel type defense. I think against the Cowboys last week, the Cowboys were having success running the ball, but they fell behind and felt like they had to throw. Against the Jets, they stuck with the Zeke game plan, and it worked. Had they done that against the Packers, my personal belief is that would have worked as well. But Kellen Moore, Jason Garrett, they're just idiots, and they didn't do it that way. So it's all good. To each their own. They took that L on the chin. And you know what? Against the Jets, they did try doing that, and they still took the L on the chin. So maybe they're just not that good. I'm just fucking with the Cowboys fans out there. My brother-in-law is a Cowboys fan. I know a lot of Cowboys fans. Even though I live in Jersey, what the fuck is that about? Anyway. So yeah. Big-time run funnel defense is what the Packers have become. Let's go ahead and put up the screen. Big style. Big style here. There we go. All right. So if we're going through this build, let's figure out what we can do. Aaron Rodgers should be pretty popular on the hot spot. I'm always fine with an elite quarterback on the hot spot, whether it's Tom Brady, who did well in that Thursday night game against the Giants. Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, any of these elite style quarterbacks, I'm cool with putting in the hot spot. I am kind of tempted, though, just because of how strong the run funnel has been. I am kind of tempted to go with normally, if you're not going with a quarterback is okay, but normally you want a receiver, right? If you think a game's going to shoot out, you want a receiver. So you'd be looking at maybe Kenny Galladay. Problem is the Packers secondary has been pretty good. I don't know why this is choosing not to load on me today. Don't they know I'm live on YouTube right now and they are messing things up for the Wise Take Nation? Let me see if I refresh this page. We get a little action Jackson. All right, it did refresh. All right, so now show me Galladay. There we go. So as you can see, Galladay, the targets haven't been a problem. Somewhat of a stable floor against Philly. That was kind of a head scratcher. His teammate Marvin Jones did well that day, but Philly's got one of the worst secondaries ever. Thielen got a touchdown, and Diggs had a monster game on Sunday. Somehow he didn't connect on this game. He should have. Everything else, though, is not bad. You can see 2 touchdowns against Kansas City, and then, the only game he didn't get a touchdown, it was Philly. Again, still kind of scratching my head. But they are coming off a bye. I respect teams coming off a bye if they're any decent. If they're shitty teams like the Dolphins, who really cares? But if they're any kind of decent, I do respect teams coming off a bye. They've had extra time to prepare. It's pretty interesting. So Galladay does make sense as the number 1 receiver. You could also start to look at some of the, Devontae Adams is supposed to be out. We could take a look at Valdez-Scantling, who is shown a much lower floor even without Devontae Adams. Jimmy Graham is a guy that has benefited the one game from the uptick in targets, but it wasn't the case against Dallas. So I think you're kind of left like with Aaron Jones if you want to go Packers and you're not going Rodgers. Jones coming off of a massive game. I'm a little worried that there might be a chase. I could see him being pretty popular, and it does make sense. We talked about how the Lions have given up the 4th most fantasy points to running backs. I'm fine with Jones, but for this example, I think I may go at Kerryon Johnson. The Packers have a strong run funnel. Johnson is getting the touches. We know in the first couple games they had C.J. Anderson. They got rid of C.J. Anderson, and then he got a lot of touches, right? 26 carries against Kansas City. 3 targets. You'd like to see more pass volume. But the belief is that maybe Kerryon Johnson can get it done. So I kind of like the idea of one of these guys, either Aaron Jones or Kerryon Johnson. I'm going to go, and typically home favorites there's a strong correlation between home favorites and running backs, but I think I'm going to go with Kerryon Johnson for now. And part of that is because I really do respect the Green Bay secondary. I understand that the Packers were able to move the ball somewhat, but the Cowboys were able to move the ball somewhat, but I do respect the Packers secondary at least for now. With that said, Kerryon Johnson, we're playing the defense. I don't hate the idea. I'm sorry, playing the running back. I don't hate the idea of playing the defense, which was probably a dead giveaway. In this particular build, it's a little scary to play a defense against Aaron Rodgers, so you will definitely get them low owned. Don't know if I use that for this particular example, just kind of throwing it out there. But yeah, the defense as a pairing with Kerryon Johnson is not bad and kind of opens some stuff up for you. I don't normally take running backs from the same game. We saw that on Week 6's main slate, Nick Chubb and Carson, it worked out for those guys. To me, that's a rare situation where 2 guys that are predominantly run heavy will both do well in a given game. It's not the huge. It's typically not a good correlation, and it makes sense because the team that runs the ball is usually leading, but we have seen a different pattern this year. Like, for instance, against the Chiefs, we've seen teams trail and still run the ball because that's the only way they can move the ball. So it's a little interesting the way the NFL is going. I put the Lions defense in here, but that was more for example purposes. I do think that they are in play. They shouldn't be ignored. But again, it's, going to take you a couple of teams probably because who wants to take a defense against Aaron Rodgers? It's just, even without Devontae Adams, it's still kind of a scary feat. But yeah, you can go ahead and plug Aaron Jones if you wanted to do that and do a double running back, bring back. Or since we have Kerryon Johnson, we can start to look at some of these position players. And hoping that if Kerryon Johnson does do that well, maybe it opens things up for Kenny Galladay. If not Kenny Galladay, maybe it opens things up for Marvin Jones. We have more money to work with. It's interesting, like I said, because both of these defenses have been a lot worse against the run. So it kind of makes you want to play both of these guys. I do think that these are 2 kickers that are definitely viable. These are 2 kickers that are good. I like the idea of kind of going with the kickers. Maybe that's the better move over the actual offenses. At this point, we're pretty close. If you look at this build, we could probably upgrade this to Galladay. Yeah, we have money to work with here, right? So, say I go to Rodgers. Say we do the Rodgers Scantling. It's not terrible, right? Kerryon Johnson and Galladay to hopefully get some touchdowns. Galladay gets some PPR love. Johnson gets some more action on the ground. And maybe we would want to, and you could switch this if you're concerned, because normally you want a guy that's going to get the pass volume. If you're concerned that that Kerryon Johnson may not get the proper pass work you're looking for, you could make this switch fairly easily. And as you can see, I did. Galladay in the hot spot, Kerryon Johnson, you can have one of each. I always recommend more lineups. More lineups, the better. If you got $20, I'd rather see you do 20 teams in the $1, a 20 entry max or something, then spend that whole $20 one lineup. Unless you're a cash game guy. If you're a cash game guy, sure, I get it. It's a slow grind, but it's a grind, respectable grind. I do one team when I do cash, so I get it. But if you are playing tournaments, I do recommend you get more teams. It's just, number one, when you have more teams, you're less likely to lose all your money. Because you have a lot of things covered. There's a good chance, even if you didn't have the nuts, you had enough to win at least most of your money back, if not half your money back, if not all your money back. And if you have a really good day, then you're going to win. So I think that for bankroll purposes, you will last longer. For those of you that are more casual players, maybe you're new to the game, you will last longer, I believe, in these types of situations. If you do more teams. More teams, the better. That's how it goes. Get diversity. Of course, I always like to have a core. That's what we do at The Nation. A lot of our articles are built around the core plays that we offer, that we like personally. And, do dirt and durs. Doing dirties, dropping sevens. That's what we do. That's what we do. Giveaway time, and then I'm going to do a little plug action. Actually, I'm going to reverse that, because if I do the giveaway now, y'all might not listen to the plug. I'm going to do the plug now, then the giveaway. For the plug, check us out at wisestate.com for more fire DFS content. Boy! We got a lot going on right now. We got NHL going on. Day passes for that are only $1, 99 cents. You get a day pass. You get access to the articles for NHL. Of course, I do recommend, if you really want to get down on NHL, you're going to have to get in the Slack chat, man. The Slack chat is really where it's at for all the sports. That's for monthly memberships or higher. Season passes are included in that. Any all sports monthly or higher. You'll get access to the Slack. So our hockey guys are very, very hands-on. NBA preseason, as we've been chopping it up in the Slack. I do a preseason article. If you are playing NBA preseason, I am doing a preseason article for Wise Take members. We have an NBA season pass that's expiring in 2 days. On the 16th is the last day you can get it. You can get $50 off the season pass and be covered for NBA. So I recommend you hop on that. If you want to try it out, we offer day passes for that as well, $2.50. You'll get access to the NBA preseason article. During the season, that day pass gets you access to a little more because we have more content, but the preseason articles are a little more time consuming because there's information that we don't have that we have to kind of search down and hunt down. So come check us out, wisestake.com. We have all different kinds of packages. We're rocking with NBA preseason stuff. We will be rocking with to the regular season. And we're still banging out this NFL content, man. I think the Nation overall had a decent week. A couple of things I missed on that I'm a little upset about because I could have had a monster week, but all in all, still had a pretty good week. So come hang out with us. Come join the Nation. All right, giveaway time. So I don't know what's going on with the YouTube algorithm. I don't know why YouTube doesn't seem to like us. They push us sometimes. They don't push us others. So I'm holding you guys accountable for that. I want you guys. I'm holding you guys accountable. And you know why? Because you guys have been reliable. You know, those of you out there that are liking the video every time, that are subscribed to the channel, you guys are reliable, and we appreciate you. And just like any other NFL team or NBA team, we're going to rely on our players that are reliable. So I'm going to ask that you guys like the video again. We're going to shoot for a goal of 60, right? So it's not 75. We couldn't hit that. It's not 50 because we already hit that. 60. Very simple. We hit 60 likes on this video. You guess the winner and the score of the Packers-Lions game. Winner and the score. We will pick one person, or whoever wins. If multiple people win, that's fine too. You will get a Wise Take t-shirt, and a 1-month membership to wisetake.com, in which you'll get access to all of our content, all of our sports. You'll get access to the Slack chat, everything. So, 1-month membership, t-shirt. We have to have 50 likes on this video, so you need to like this. And I'm sorry, 60 likes. I'm sorry, look at me. I'm trying to help y'all out for no reason. 60 likes on this video, and then we'll kind of take it from there. Predict the score. Who's the winner? What's the final score of the Detroit-Green Bay game? Monday Night Football action that you guys are watching this video for. And we are going to do dirties. We're going to drop sevens. And that's that. A couple questions I do see in the live chat before I let you guys run for real. Glenwood Thomas, which quarterback would overcome tonight's contest? If I had to pick a quarterback, I'm picking Rodgers. Just talent-wise, I'm fine. I'm okay with Stafford, but if I had to pick a quarterback, I'm picking Rodgers. Yeah, A-Rod will have to. Antoine Murphy says A-Rod captain. A-Rod will have to do a lot more this game. Absolutely. I'm like I said, elite quarterbacks I'm cool with. On these showdown slates, I try to do a position player in there. I try to get a receiver first. If it's not working out, if I don't think the game script's going to work or I don't like the player, I go to the running back next. Unless it's an elite quarterback. And Aaron Rodgers is an elite quarterback. He is going to have to do a lot in this game. So I'm cool with that. All right, Nation, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. As always, you can find me on Twitter at CK_013. You can find the Wise Take Nation, wisetake.com at wise_take. Give us a follow. Give me a shout out on Twitter, bro. I'll talk to y'all. I love talking sports with y'all. You guys are just, the Wise Take Nation is family to me. It is. It's my life. Wise Take Nation is my life. For myself, for the entire Wise Take Nation, as always, good luck.
Yeah.